Okay, so the first question I have for you today is, how do you feel about negative ads and how they affect the candidates and while they're running for presidency or while they're trying to run for presidency?
Personally, they are talking in an ad that it isn't like something fake or something that's made up. So I personally just think that if you're going to make an ad, it should be open and honest about your campaign.
Okay, great. So another question I have for you today is, are the political positions or the personal attributes of the candidate more important than some of these negative ads that are out there about them?
I definitely think that you can be a completely different person on an ad. So I think if they voted for something that was pro-life or pro-choice, that kind of thing, I'd like to see them being more of a moral human and wanting to actually go for what's the best for the whole population rather than just their beliefs and things. And also, I think Twitter and Instagram and Facebook have been a really, really dominant way of portraying these candidates, especially to the younger generations and things. And so now that we're all coming to vote, a lot of the negative things are what are being portrayed. There's not really any of the positive things they're saying. So chances are, if you see Donald Trump saying something heinous about immigrants and how they should go back to Mexico, I mean, that's not really going to make me want to vote for him in the end. And even with Sarah Palin in her last election, some of the things she would say would just totally bash women. And as a woman, I was like, how could you say stuff about your own gender and be so ignorant? So I think ultimately, if it's out there for everyone to see, it's never going to go away.
So do you think that television ads create this fake image for a lot of these candidates lately?
Definitely. I don't think people are really honest when they make them because they're obviously not going to say everything that they've done bad in office. They're going to just highlight really the great things that they've done for the country. And this sounds terrible, but a lot of the Republican ads, they want to portray more to the minorities and try to sway their votes. So I don't really think that those kinds of ads are really that truthful, whereas I'd like to see what they have to say and more of the big upfront candidates.
So do you think a lot of these big televised debates do a better job in correctly portraying the true colors of these candidates as compared to the ads on television?
Well, with the ads on television, it's really easy to just have a script and to just read that. So when it comes to debates, I think a lot of the time they have to really just think on their feet and trust with their own personal opinions and say that kind of thing. So I would like to see more debates because I really want to see the cards on the table and I want to know how they voted and what their plans are for the United States and all of the economic affairs that we're going to have to go through. So I don't think ads are really honest when it comes to running for president.
So the first question I have for you today, sir, is how do you feel about negative ads and how they affect a political position? Running for presidency and
yeah, so I feel like negative ads are a bit of a low blow. You know, they dig up some dirt on the candidate, maybe something from their past, maybe like something that they've done that's kind of a scandal, and they bring it up to the public. It's kind of like, come on, man, like that's the only way you can really go about your campaign. That's the only way you can get a vote is by putting the other person down. You know, it's like holding them down and then slapping them around a little instead of trying to do it for yourself. Does that make sense?
Alright, sir. So the next question I have for you today is, are the political positions or the personal attributes of the candidates more important?
Well, for me personally, I'm a registered independent voter. So I guess it doesn't really matter to me what party they're affiliated with. You know, George Washington said the downfall of our country is going to be the political party system. So I guess I'd pick the candidate who I trust the most, who I feel would care. Like, I want someone in the leadership position who I feel cares about me personally, you know? Who's gonna take their authority and use it for the good of the people. And not just because they're Democrat or Republican, because they're a good leader.